who he thought of when he thought of Sunset Beach. He said Andy Irons, Joel Parkinson, Poncho Sullivan, and Mick Fanning. What a crew to surf with. Crosby has some great heroes to look up to as he features in this team. And takes on J.Robinson, who's in motion, and also Deivid Silva. Jack, good timing, airdrop, controls it. Throwing down a nice turn on the shoulder.
Yes, 5, 6, 7, great wave.
And then J.Robinson here.
Yeah, Jack just getting a bit of like a whitewater takeoff there. A couple of carving maneuvers. You can really see he's just waiting for this section here just to stand up a bit. Beautiful time sort of floating maneuver there and
dying underneath your feet. But Jack did well there. Here's the cross. Big wind up. Chucks the fins out the back. Another challenging maneuver to achieve at a wave like this.
And out the back we have Crosby. Had a similar start to the wave as what we saw from Jack, and once again waiting for this section to stand up. Really drifts those fins there. That was a really hard maneuver to do. Robinson, as we see Deivid
Silva, just a bottom turn and a kick out. I asked David yesterday who he thought when he thought of Sunset Beach. He said John Florence.
Like really a lot of rocker. So yeah, it's cool to see those sort of older boards being revived.
Now on the back end, Deivid Silva from Guarujá, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Belts it. Nice, clean, timed backside snap. I love his speed. His timing is another big part of his act that makes him incredible. It's the best number, 5, 6, 7 on this one, Flick.
Yeah, you can see that this one had a lot more cleaner face to it, but this is the turn I'm talking about here. Really loads up, and that backwash hit at the perfect time. It's almost like it sent that spray flying wobbly wave.
Crosby up live now. Stretches out that bottom turn. Wrapping cutback complete. Still some open face to work with here. Oncoming section. Lays under it early to get the completion. His wave before just a 3.33. Look at Crosby's last.
Yeah, you can see the sun starting to hit the water now, so maybe that means that things are going to start improving out here. It's something funny that happens in Hawaii. As soon as that sun hits the water, sort of we call it morning sickness in the morning. You know, it's all wobbly. You know, in one of those first morning. We'll get back to that point in a second.
Yeah, as we see J.Robinson essing his way back into the pocket, laying down a nice wrapping turn again. Back to the left. And really feeling good off that last snap off the top.
This is really hard takeoff, that one, in the whitewash. It's so hard to do. And just a couple of nice sort of carving maneuvers here. But then the way he finished this, you could see he was just waiting for this wave to stand up, sort of toying with it there, and sort of that last turn, really well-timed layback, but
creating some great balance for him this season as we've got Crosby deep on this one. Man who's leading the Rookie of the Year race. Just set up work there and not finding much to work with. He's still third, still chasing a 4.95.
4.95 actually is not that easy to find out here today. I mean, we've seen a couple of fives as we look at Jack.
J.Robinson set up work, always looks to find the tube. This time he gets a little bit of shade. Right back to vertical surfing for Robinson. Probably. As we get back to this one, Flick.
Yeah, bit of a foamy takeoff there. Just sort of weaving his way through this and sort of toying with it. This is where I was talking about his read for that section there. I mean, trying to find a barrel out here today when it's so tricky and wobbly is not an easy thing to do. But yeah, perfect little stall there. Sort of rainbow the spray of that wave and yeah, finishing it off nicely. But you can see his weight just shifted just a little bit further forward on his board there. That back foot slid up off that tail pad. Gets a cover up. Just a small one. And out he comes. A little bit of a shampoo.
Lives right here on the point as we look at Crosby Colapinto. Going down a healthy wrapping turn. Nice carve and kicks out. Riding Mayhem surfboards. Trying to go back-to-back for the CT Shaper rankings for his good friend and mentor.
0.95 as we have a look here. So he takes off. You can see that this first section here just really allowing him to put that board on rail, which is really nice. But sort of not really probably finishing it the way he'd want. That wave just kind of going really fat. But yeah, this first turn here was really beautifully done and sort of into a second one, but really hard because you could see there was that big rivet through the face of that wave there, a lot of lump to contend with. So
got to work on the previous ride. Here comes Deivid Silva chasing a 5 for the lead and not finding it there.
I liked the start of Crosby's wave. It was really nice because it had that really clean. I'm not sure if it'll be that 4.95. We'll have to see.
Crosby Colapinto locking in again. Great bottom turn, attacking it on the open face. Oncoming section, he'll swipe it and then kick out. So a 2-turn combination as we go through Crosby's once again.
Yeah, this one, bit of a beefier wave. You can see he had to draw that cut that turn a little bit short and got the second maneuver straight up into the lip there. But this is what I mean here. So he actually identified, I'm going to just pull this one a little bit quicker than what I normally would, and then gets that sort of second turn up into the lip. So
another point to say this is what you need, this is what the scores are looking like. And now with the Apple Watch, they've got it right on their arm, as well as we've got Jack on a big bowling section. How about that? Well-timed vertical hack for the Australian.
That was really, really, really well done. As we can see, Jack's mum, got Julia there.
Still rips himself as we check out this turn again.
Yeah, this wave's so clean and so steep. Jack timed that very, very well. Goes into that second carving maneuver, but obviously all the points are going to be coming from that first turn. It just was so well timed. You can see how much this wave was really allowing him to do that, just the wave selection, and how tight Jack was able to pivot in that tiny little pocket was.
Heat 3 on deck, which features an 11-time world champion who has 56 championship tour wins. Now a 52-year-old Kelly Slater taking on Kyle Ebeli, and now world number 1.